The Kasbah of Agadir Oufla is a historical landmark in Agadir that housed the old city of Agadir, much of which was affected by the earthquake that struck the city. The fort is located on the top of a mountain rising 236 meters above sea level in the north of the town near the current port. Agadir Oufla is the local name of the Kasbah of Agadir. The word Agadir means fort and Oufla meaning above. Agadir Oufla, therefore, implies the fortress at the top. It is not clear if there was any settlement in the place before the 16th century. Prior to the fortification of the site by the Sadis, the Portuguese nobleman João Lopes de Sequeira occupied the area in 1505. He built a wooden castle at the foot of a hill, and a Portuguese colony named Santa Cruz do Cabo Dugu was created. The castle was later bought by the King of Portugal in 1513. Their presence elicited growing hostility from the local population of the Sus, until in 1540, the Sadii Sultan Muhammad al-Sheikh occupied the main hill above the city, and installed artillery to prepare an attack on the Portuguese fortress below. The siege began in February 1541 and was successfully concluded in March. The site was then left unoccupied for years until Muhammad's successor, Abdullah ul-Ghalib, built a new fortress on the hilltop. The Kasbah was destroyed for the first time in November 1755 during the Lisbon earthquake. The Kasbah underwent a major restoration in 2002. The restoration has been criticized by one scholar, in particular for its use of materials that obscure the form of the buildings before the reconstruction. The Kasbah was renovated again in 2020 under the instructions of King Mohammed VI. The fortress of the Kasbah of Agadir Oufla before the 1960 earthquake consisted of a great mosque, a hospital, a treasury and postal building, houses, alleys, and junior yards, Mala, a Jewish neighborhood, shrines. The most important one is the Mausoleum of Sidi Bou Jama Agno, Mausoleum of Lala Yamna. The outer wall is supported by towers and has a twisted door designed for defensive purposes.
The Moroccan city of Agadir lies in ruins, as though smashed flat by a giant's foot. A busy seaport and Morocco's most important tourist resort, the city of nearly 50,000 was struck by two major earthquakes an hour apart, coming around midnight. After the tremblors, a tidal wave thundered in from the sea. 80% of Agadir was demolished.